Hello, and welcome back or to Unchained RC. I'm Richard Oliver, and I'll be your host for this episode of Wrenching with Richard. All right, so basically, what we're going to be doing today is turning well, this was originally a Arrma Senton 550 Mega when I purchased it. And now it has become a bit more of a beast. She has front and rear all metal diffs. She has aluminum steering right now. I'm staying away from adding too many metal parts, and I'm going to tell you why. They get heavier. And the heavier it gets, the more stress it puts on the drivetrain. And I'm getting ready to put a fairly good size motor in here. The motor I'm going to be putting in today is a 4274 2000 kV quick run that came in a combo that I bought a while back, about 6 months ago or so, with a Hobby Wing quick run 8BL 150. And it has not disappointed. I had it in my race truck and I've been having a lot of fun with it. But now I have ordered pro level equipment and we're waiting for that to come, and that's going to be going into the race truck. I've realized that certain stuff you if you're going to be racing, you need racing equipment. You can buy lower level equipment and do it, but I'm an adult now. Been an adult for a while. Unfortunately, it sucks to adult. But anyways, it's time to have good equipment, and it's time to have fun again. I'm trying to get back into this, what my mom gave me when I was a kid. And I'll talk more about that later on. But RC really means a lot to me, and I'll tell you about it sometime. Maybe we'll talk about it right now. But anyways, let's get into this project. We're going to be upgrading this thing and making it into a monster. First thing we're going to have to do is get the motor installed. And then I'm going to have to find a pinion because I'm not even sure where my pinion gear collection's at. I had a pinion I was supposed to put on here, and my dumbass has misplaced it. So I'm going to have to get into my box of goodies and freaking get that taken care of. Now, I want to mention getting a electric or cordless screwdriver. Can be the best thing of your life or it can be a nightmare, but I love it. If you can get one with a what do you call that? A clutch on it, even better because you can set the clutch not to strip out your plastics, and that's a good thing, not stripping out your plastics. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this motor installed. Now we're going to figure out which way it's going to go best because a lot of times we just kind of grab stuff and start putting it on to install it, and the wires wind up being in a direction you don't want them to be, and that's no good. So my suggestion is get everything lined up, figure out how it's going to go together, and see what orientation is going to be best for you. Now, again, I'm going to have to retake this out and get this all set up just so that because I'm going to recut the wires and optimize everything later on. Because I'm going to be doing speed runs against my buddy Junior, and he's got a really fast infraction. I don't expect to win, but I expect to have fun, and that's going to be that's the whole goal of RC, is to have fun. If you're not having fun, then what are you doing, bud? It's not that's no fun. If you're not having fun, it's no fun. Pretty much self-explanatory. You know what I mean? So let's get this on here. If I can get the screw to go through on this one. That's how beefy the. Oh, you know what? That's for the Techno. Anyways, I don't want the Techno's motor screws. I want the motor screws for Senton. And those are right here. These are the ones I need. And luckily, this has two different size. Well, why am I having trouble? Do I have, no, there we go. Now it goes through. I was like, do I have the wrong freaking motor screws here? That would suck. So now I need to kind of replace this again. Make sure I got it in the right direction. Fantastic. Oh, it's not in the hole. Ha! That's what she said. Come on. There we go. And you want to be real careful once again using an electronic screwdriver. I cannot say it enough. Be careful, be careful, be careful. You will strip the shit out of your plastics or your screw heads. And either way, none of that's good. You don't want it. You don't want it. You just don't want it. All right. Let me see. I'm half blind here because I'm 50 freaking one. Oh, there we go. There you are, little buddy. Let's get you on in there. Now, I probably should have put the pinion gear on to see what I'm going to have to do with it. But I like to live dangerously. Come on, find the hole, find the hole. Once again, me and my antics over here. That should be it, right? Freaking there. No. Why aren't you going in? I am having surprising being able to do this that I have any kids. I can't get it to go in the hole. I don't know what's going on with me here. I did manage to. Oh, well, is this not going to work? Whoa, what's going on here? I'm not finding a. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was about to lose my mind. All I did was scratch up the front of the motor like a dumbass with the top of the screw. But good thing is nobody sees the top of your motor, buddy. There we go. Ha! Now we got some bite. Now the only other issue is, what in the holy hell did I do with that big pinion? Because now I've got to put the pinion gear on there. And I got to look around for the pinion. That is a 48 pitch pinion. I don't need a 48 pitch pinion. I need a big ass, the biggest 32 pitch I can find. Give me 1 second. Walk away here. All the way over to my tools in the background. You guys get to see none of this, okay? You don't remember none of this. Don't remember this. Not what you do. Not what you do right here. All right. With the box, you gotta get out your box and go through your parts. Now you can see why I never became a singer. I suck. That's okay. And I want all of you to know it is okay. 100%. 100. Oh, I got a bunch of opinions, don't I? I forgot about that. I got a bunch of opinions and opinions. Ha! How you like me now? Ta-da! All right. Well, I got a bunch. I got to go through all of these. And the problem, oh, 48 pitch. 48 pitch. I didn't just throw it in one of here. Maybe I'm wondering where I threw it. If I just threw it in one of these, because it was for the Techno. It should have been in a Techno parts. That should be it. I should have Techno parts only with Techno parts. But I've got different types of parts that go with other parts because they correspond. Does anybody need a body pin? If you need a body pin, just message me with 75 cents for shipping and handling. I've got several hundred body pins. You need a body pin? I got you. Meet me at the track. I'll be at Huckleberry. I got a body pin. All right. I'm going to have to go through what I got and see what sizes. Now, my buddy Junior says that he's got what I'm wanting to do is I've got a 55 tooth gear on here now for the spur gear, if I'm not mistaken. This is the 55 tooth. Yeah, 55 tooth. Not the 57. The 57 is the stock one for the Gorgon, which I have on there. I want to put 57 on that thing and do some speed. Actually, I want to do some speed runs with the Gorgon. I want to do the world's fastest Arrma Gorgon. That would be fun. Anyways, back to mission at hand. My ADD will drag me everywhere but to what the hell I'm doing. Let's see here. Durka, Durka, Durka. I need the biggest pinion. Might have to drag it off of the Gorgon, and I don't want to do that. Well, there's a 20 tooth. Oh, I think that is a bigger one. Or smaller, son of a gun. 19. We got 19 here. So where's my camera at? There we go. There's 20 and 19. 18. 18, 15, and that'll be 16. 17. All right. So there's 17. And these are the mod 1.5s or mod 1s that won't fit my damn. Yeah, these are mod 1s. Got a bunch of mod 1 pinions and they won't fit my freaking my ET or my truggy, which is upsetting. So I have misplaced a pinion. I'm a dumbass. I don't know what I did with the pinion, but the pinion is gone and that sucks. It's a 21 and I don't know what in the holy hell I did with it. So now I'm going to have to go to a 20 tooth, which will have to do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. All right. So let's get a grub screw out of here. Because you can't do this without a grub screw. All right. My awesome neighbor walking their dog. I love my neighbors. I got the coolest neighbors in the whole world, man. I'm so lucky and so blessed to have the neighbors that I do. Now to put a drop of my nightmare Loctite on here. Because you don't want to do this without putting Loctite on your shit. I highly suggest not putting on too much because it will also cause, if you put too much on, it'll cause the pinion gear to seal to the freaking the shaft of the motor. And this happened to me a little while ago, and it sucked. it just sucked. So we're going with a 20 tooth for now until I can find the 21. Oh, and it looks like about the biggest I'm even going to be able to get on here will probably be my buddy Junior's 20. I think he said he's got like a 25. I don't even think I'll be able to get that on here. Might be at the biggest, the 25. Come on, come on. Why are you always giving me issue already? Don't be giving me issue already. Maybe I can't do it this way because if I do it this way, there won't be enough meat on the bone. And I won't be able to grab the shaft, so I'm going to have to do it that way. Means I'm going to have to find some. Okay, that's how. I got to take out the spur gear. So sometimes you're going to have to take the spur gear out to get your pinion on when you're doing crazy shit. Like that's already tight as hell. Okay, so let's see here. Now we got to remesh. See, it's back on. And this has still got to go lower, so this is not a good pinion for this. And I would not be able to get this pinion through the hole on the motor opening because the pinion's too big. We got to press this son of a bitch down more. Holy cow. Oh, I can't believe I got to press it down even more. Otherwise, I'm not going to get any type of lineup. at all good with the gear mesh. Main concern is that the whole gear is making contact with the pinion. And I don't, I bought these off Amazon, and I'm going to tell you one of the things I'm learning, and I want my page to be about, getting the most affordable the most bang for your buck, good equipment that's affordable, because, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I make just above minimum wage, man. I've got to make my pennies and dollars friggin' count. This thing's getting way low on here. Holy cow. Let's see. It is most certainly not in an ideal spot. Holy shit. I got to push this thing even further down. As far as down as I can fucking get it. I guess that's what happens when you buy cheap shit, man. Friggin'. You get cheap shit problems. All right, that's about as far down as she's going to go, so I'm just going to tighten her right there. And it's about as far down as she's going to get. Let's hope that this will stay good and tight. Doesn't come too loose. Oh, this is going to be a monster. Like, honestly, 4S, this thing's going to be insane. A freaking 20-tooth pinion with a 55-tooth spur gear. This thing was originally meant to be ran on a 1657 with a 3S. So now we get to mesh this gearing. It's always one of my favorite parts is doing your gearing. Meshing it. I don't know why. People always do this paper shit, and you don't need to do the paper shit. You just need to make sure that there's a little bit of movement and it's not completely whacked up, and it makes good contact without binding. And as long as you got that little click, click, click going on back and forth, you're pretty good. I think we're just about there, right there. All right. And I like that. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I just got all the mesh on there too. That is freaking perfect. Let me tell you, that is just. It's always hard doing this because everything's backwards. I think I'm coming in on one side and I'm coming in on the other, but just that little minor bit of movement is what you want. Okay, now what did I do with the top plate? Which should be in front of me somewhere, but I'm always able to lose things within 6 inches of myself. Like I'm a professional loser of things. If that makes any sense. Well, what the hell did I do with the back end of the gearbox here? My gearbox within 2 inches of myself. It's not under the truck. You guys see it on here. Point it out. Say in the comments. You set it down there. No, I don't know what the hell I did with it. But like I said, me and my ADD, I can lose anything really, really quickly, guys. The struggle is real. I just want you to know that. Now I got to find the back of the box that I took apart while I was talking to you guys, and I didn't get up and go anywhere and still managed to completely lose it. And at the age of 51, I have become much like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. My visual acuity is based on movement. And if it's not moving, I'm probably going to have a hard time seeing it. Oh, there it is. Son of a gun. I find it. because it was covered by the little box right there. All right. Now, we're going to put the back of the gear cover on here. Once again, if you're going to use an electric screwdriver, I cannot say it and stress it enough. You must be extremely careful here. Extremely. As soon as you start to hear it really starting to grip up a little bit, you want to let go and let it so you don't strip it out. I think I have the noise. I have the noise filter on in the background, so you guys can't hear my wrench. I need to turn off the noise filter for certain stuff. But I don't want you to hear my dog barking in the background or somebody's TV if my kid's watching TV. You know, I'm still an average dude here. Oh, is my battery done? No, I think it was just talking shit. I don't know why my screwdriver's been telling me stupid stuff here and there. All right. Good thing is you can even tighten up the screws with this while it's sitting. And that's fantastic. And by the way, I think I'm going to wind up having to have gear made that says, "That's fantastic," because I use that. I say that so damn much. Okay. So now I'm going to have to sweep in here. If my wife sees me do this, she's going to kick my ass. I'm going to dump this onto our hardwood floor, but I'll vacuum it and sweep it later. Shh. Won't tell nobody. Okay. There we go. So now we got all the stuff out of the way. I've hit my microphone. Come here, Mike. There we go. Now it's time to re-slide the transmission back in. Oh, God, that thing feels so weighty right now. I can't wait. This is going to be some fun. I've already done this before with another setup, but this is, I think, a better, cleaner one. So I'm really looking forward to getting this out and getting you guys some video on this beast right here. And this is going to be the one, Junior, I'm coming for your infraction. I know you're going to kill me. I already know it, but we're going to have fun. All right, we're synced up. Now we're locked in. Yeah. Now the other thing I did for this on my upgrades is I purchased a inexpensive Hobby Park 20-gram servo from Amazon. And then the other thing I need to do, or no, I actually did on this one. That's right, I did. I purchased the Hot Racing Servo Saver, and I've got the Hot Racing Servo Saver on this bad boy as well. So that was one of the other upgrades I did. But yeah, it's a great little servo. It's really quick. You can run it at 7.4 or I think even 8.4 and speed it up. And it'll do the job. And for what I'm doing, this is going in an Arrma Senton. This is not going in a race level truggy like my Techno ET48 2.2. It doesn't need to be the most outrageous, strongest, craziest servo in the world. It just needs to be able to steer me to hit a jump, and it needs to be able to keep me going straight while I'm drag racing. Junior, hear me, Junior? I'm coming for you, Junior. I can't wait for you guys to meet him. I met Junior off OfferUp. He bought a ESC and a motor off of me. And we just clicked as friends, and he's a great guy, and I look forward to introducing him to you. And you may have already seen him from TikTok and YouTube yourself, other stuff that he's done on his own. But yeah, I can't wait to introduce you guys to my buddy Junior. It'll be fantastic. Now, I've only got a few more minutes to start really getting this all together here because my video on my camera, this one that you're looking at me now, it's a DSLR. So I know it's not the greatest quality, but it's good quality video. And there go my dogs. No, okay, you can't hear them. Good. They're barking at my neighbor. Um, what was I getting ready to say? Oh yeah, the DSLR I use is from 2017. It's a Nikon D3400. And just so you can see the setup here, look at all the back of all my dirty shit, all my crap. That's what I'm using. And that it works fantastic. As you can see, the video is crisp and clean. I do probably need to do some post-production on the color and everything. But for the most part, that's some damn clean video on this little DSLR. I've had it for years, so it wasn't an extra expense. I could just use it. So if you got an old DSLR, guys, man, use it, use it, use it. They are fantastic for freaking for doing YouTube. The video's super clean. Mine, like I said, just every 30 minutes, I have to touch it or do something. I'm 25 minutes now on this video, and it'll cut out at 30. So anyways, let's get the, not quite yet, get the electronics box on. We got to get the ESC plugged in to the receiver. And the reason I don't get rid of this Sanwa receiver and all this stuff is because I actually got this stuff while my mom was still alive. Some of you guys will know my mom just passed away, and she's the reason why I was into RC and was that I could get into RC, and she supported it and was fantastic. And everything I do is dedicated to my mom. Rest in peace. I love you. Thank you for everything you taught me. May your actions of love echo through what I do, through my actions. May your love echo through my actions. So anyways, now to stop crying like a little bee and get back to doing this project. So now we're just going to stuff everything in here, all this wiring. I really don't care. But I don't recommend getting the Sanwa MX6 radio. I got it because I was an Aerotronics boy for years, and I picked up this Sanwa MX6, and unfortunately it cuts out with 3S here and there. It doesn't seem to do it with 4S. I haven't had a cutout yet. I don't know. Maybe it's got something to do with the BEC voltage. I've got the BEC voltage turned up on this one. I don't know. I honestly just don't know. And I can't get rid of it though, because I got it while my loving mother was still alive, and she still supported me wanting to be into this hobby. And she knew that it helped me calm down. It helped me relax. It gave my mind, this hobby gives my mind a bit of respite to shut down and to stop thinking about the bills, the drama, the fact that I lost my mom. And it gives my brain a shut off. And this hobby is different things for many people. And if this hobby, oh, that scared the crap out of me. Mom, was that you? No. If this hobby helps you, dive into it, get into it, have fun with it, allow it to do that. It really does for me. It's been, when I was younger growing up, I was always the fat kid. I had ADD. I didn't fit in with the other kids at all. I was picked on really badly. I was bullied as a kid. And that's all right. I'm okay with that. You know, that shit happened. It made me who I am today. But I didn't really fit in. I couldn't jump the fences with the other kids. I couldn't keep up in class with the other kids. I just couldn't keep up, and I got into RC, and then I got into racing, and my mom saw that when I got into racing that, man, I could keep up with the other kids. I could win races. If my main camera cuts out, guys, don't worry. I'm going to return it back on. I'm trying to figure out how the top of this box goes back on. Right here. There it is. Yeah, that's how it goes on. That's how I'm putting it on. I don't give a shit. That's how you're going on. Wires, get down in there. Oh, come on. You two, steering wire, you got to go into the little hole where all the wires are supposed to go. You got to go into the little wire hole. Why won't you go into your little wire hole? Don't you want to go home? Don't you want to be in your home? Go home. There we go. Stuffing of wires. I don't necessarily suggest you do it like this, but it works. And if it works, it works. I don't care. Oh, there goes the camera. Okay, so let's do this. I gotta reach up. I gotta reach back behind here. And there we go again. We have live again. We're live again. We're live. All right. Good deal. Now we got another 30 minutes. This will be my longest video, and nobody's going to watch this, I'm sure. No one's going to care, and that's fine. I'm all right with that. I need the practice at making videos. I just did a live video on pulling these electronics out of my Techno ET48 2.2. And by the way, that is a mouthful for a truck. I don't know what is up with these companies and these damn long-ass names for their shit. Make it easy to say. ET48 2.2. It's too damn long. And why do I feel like I put this on wrong? I feel like that screw should have went right there. I don't remember. Does it? Let's find out. I think that's the ESC screw hole. No. No, I'm a dummy. It goes there. That goes right there. Okay. And besides that, you really don't want your ESC necessarily screwed to your chassis. I think it's kind of a bad design like this. Yes, this box comes out and there is a little bit of shock absorption, but the thinner your double-sided tape, or the closer to the chassis and the frame your shit is mounted, especially if it's screwed to it. Now, when it takes a hard, nasty bang and shock, that all travels up through the screws into the plastic, all through your shit. So I don't necessarily recommend that. Let's see here. Now, getting this ESC mounted, that's going to be another issue because this thing is freaking-normous. This is an 8-scale ESC. The Senton is actually considered a 110 scale truck. Look at the size of this ESC for this truck. This thing is ginormous. It's like literally an eighth of the truck. Friggin', I don't even know where I'm going to mount it on the freaking servo. You know what I'm going to do? I've got this really, really thick, awesome servo tape that I was given by Mod Speed Shop in Anaheim, which is where they hooked me up and took care of me with a Coyote ESC. I can't say enough. If you are going to be going through Anaheim and you are into RC cars, look up Mod Speed Shop. Stop by, give Matt a holler. These guys will take care of you. They are fan-freaking-tastic. I got a text from Timu thinking it was something, but it's not. It's just, and by the way, never Timu. Never. Don't do it. It's an addiction. Like, if you feel like Timuing, I need you to call me. I'll give you my phone number. You can message me so we can talk through this. Never, ever, 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 ever let a friend Timu, because that shit's addictive. It's a bunch of crap that's no good that you can't live without. It's too fun to order. And then it gets here. And then you got to rip into the package. I'm telling you, it's a whole freaking thing, guys. I am looking for my alcohol wipes so that I can wipe down the back of the speed control and the mounting surface, because that's something you always want to do. Now, me, I'm always unprepared. So I've got to find everything 50 times freaking over. And I had these alcohol wipes. Alcohol wipes, where are you? Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-ba-bum. Ba-da-da-da-da. Oh, there they are. They're right at my feet. The alcohol wipes were right at my feet, peoples. Right at my feet. Okay. So I highly suggest getting alcohol wipes or making your own alcohol wipes, which is very easy. Go to the Dollar Tree, buy some cheap wipes, and open them up and let them dry out. After they've dried out, dump in a bottle of 90 or 70% isopropyl alcohol and go from there. You're good. All right. Now I think I just made mud with alcohol on top of this. That's no good. Alcohol mud. All right. This all wiped down. Let it dry out. Then once it dries out, we're going to take some of this fantastically thick. Oh, I got it focused back here. This fantastic. You can see how thick that is. I'm going to use this. I'm just going to put a strip on it right here because I'm not really going to be doing too much jumping with this now. I've decided I'm going to turn this one. This truck is very, very special to me, this Arrma Senton. You could offer me $100,000 for it. I might take that because I have a kid that I need to take care of. But under most circumstances, I wouldn't take a large amount of money for this car because I worked on this car while I was taking care of my mother. And when I was taking care of my mother, once again, she was dying of cancer. I was her caregiver 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I don't wish I don't wish taking care of a dying person on anybody. It it is a gift and a curse, um, but it definitely takes its toll on your soul. But the my only escape was working on this. Forgive me, I apologize. Was working on this Arrma Senton. You know, whether it was actually in the hospital, I was in the hospital with my mom at one point for over a month, and I brought my Arrma Senton, and I brought my daughter's car with me, and I worked on my Arrma Senton, pulled parts out, cut the body up, got the body ready to paint, which I did a really shitty job, but I'll never get rid of that body. And in fact, let me show you the body. It's got dirt and mud on it, and I couldn't bring myself to clean it because it's a Jeep Gladiator body. And let's be real. Jeeps look best when they're freaking dirty, man. And I can't bring myself to wash it. I don't want to wash it. I took it to the track one time after my mom passed away, and I had this goal of getting it to the track. And we got to the track, and we got to run it, and it was a good thing. So let me get this body and show it to you. You can't make this up. This body looks just 100 times better with the dirt on it. Like it just fits. It just freaking fits. So this body, I'm hoping I don't knock all this dirt off and runs later on. I may buy another body and just keep this body as the body to put on it when she sits. But yeah, she just looks damn good with mud on her, doesn't she? Like the back window, you can't make this up. This is all just from the track, running and crashing at the track. It looks beautiful. It fits. You can't wipe that dirt off. To be honest, if I knew of oh, maybe that's it. Maybe I should find a matte spray paint, a matte clear spray paint, and spray paint that over the body like that, and get that all to hold into position. You can't make up how good that back window looks with the mud on it being a Jeep body, you know. So, anyways, back to this. This should be dried by now. We should be able to get a strip of this sincerely wildly thick. Yeah, that's perfect. That's just about that is about perfect. I'm thinking maybe I should cut just another little strip off for the to put next to it because I'm not going to get much contact out of this. If this is all I got, I mean, and this has to stand above it. So maybe I'll do it like that. Yeah, I think that's going to be the ticket versus doing it like that. Unless I go there and I put another little piece there. I think we'll cut another little piece there. I don't have much of this. And it was a gift once again from the wonderful, wonderful people at Mod Speed Shop in Anaheim. All right. I'm going to say that again. Mod Speed Shop in Anaheim, California, with all your racing needs. If you need race stuff, I highly suggest you purchase it from Mod Speed Shop in Anaheim. They take care of their friggin' customers. They are fantastic. Oh, let me tell you a story while I'm doing this. So I'm at the racetrack, and my ESC fails and goes out on me. It's a total piece of shit, one I bought, and it kept cutting out. And the one of the guys that works at the shop just happens to be there at the track that night, and their shop is across the street from Huckleberry Raceway, and the guy went across the street, opened the store, got parts for another guy and for me at the racetrack, and that was cool. That's customer service right there. They took the time. It's not like they were making $1 million on the parts. They probably made, between me and the other gentleman, they probably made $40 in profit, and that's not a lot to go stop. Go across the street, open your store, go grab some stuff, come back. And it's not literally across the street, but it's still close. That was cool. So thank you, Mod Speed Shop. I appreciate you, man. And anybody that helps me in this hobby, that It means a lot to me, man. Like I said, this hobby has a piece of my heart. I couldn't keep up with the other kids. I was the odd man out. I was picked on. But when I got an RC car and I went racing, Richard got first place. Richard got second place. Richard did good. Richard raced at M&M Raceway with Jay Halsey, Brian Peterson, Brian Kinwall. And you know what? They beat me on the straightaways because they had the power. And I was never the greatest driver. They would have wound up beating me overall and did beat me overall. But I could hang with these guys. I could hang with the world's best. And I was a 13-year-old fat kid that had no self-confidence, had ADD, picked on. I only had a few real friends out there. My buddy Kenny, my buddy Andy. I had not many friends. And RC fucking made me equal to other people. It took me to a point where I could be better than other people. And I don't want to be better than anybody now. I've grown up a lot, But it equalized the playing field, the playing ground, So you take that as well as the fact that it allowed me to take my mind off of major problems and whatever I'm going through in life. And I tell you, RC means a lot to me. And I hope that this channel that I'm doing can give back to you guys. This is hands down the longest video I've ever done. And I don't know, nobody's ever going to watch it or ever give a shit. And that's okay. I'm good with that. I'm really, really good with that. So anyways, I'm going to shut up now and stop being a big old babbling baby about life and what RC means to me. And try to get this double-sided tape off. My fucking, sorry, pardon my French. The worst thing I hate about double-sided tape, always, taking it off. Taking off some of it is a pain in the butt to the max. And some of it's pretty easy. This one's actually easy. I'm not sure where they got this, but if it holds, I'm going to definitely be investing in buying some of this. Ginormous green double-sided tape. Let's see, how am I going to set this on here? I think it feels like it wants to go down more comfortably like this. All right, whatever. It wants to go on how it wants to go on. I'm not going to fight it to go on. All right. Now, the other thing I need to do. No, I don't need to really cut these too badly. That's all right. All right. Ha! So far, so good, boys and girls. We could actually get a battery in this and turn it on and get this freaking servo moving and going. You know that? And I think we might just do that in a second. Let's do it. Let's check this monster out. A battery. Okay, now if my calculations are correct, and I have been doing the math, E equals MC rounded. I've done the math. I've done the research. It should turn on. Let's find out. Oh, we're on Prestige Worldwide. Ooh, now look at this little $20 servo. Not bad. Not bad for a $20 piece of junk. Now, it's time to finish this up. Drop in the drive shaft. And it is officially a monster. She's alive! She's alive! And on that note, thanks for hanging out. This little last part I can do by myself. I needed you guys for a minute, and I appreciate you. If you watch this to the end, I fucking love you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming and chilling out with me on Unchained RC. My name is Richard Oliver once again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a blessed day. I hope I get to hang out with you again. I really do.